get high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire.
And in the number 43 is Carl Medeiros. Run number 3 inside lane in the number 19, Mike Simpson. And alongside in the number 81 is Jimmy Lee. Run number 4 inside lane going to car number 5. The driver is Ed Harrington. And alongside Harrington in the number 26 is Dennis Dupree. Going back to row number 5 inside in the number 42 is Ed Holowak. And alongside in the number 21 will be Mike Santiano. In the number 88 is Dave Sylvia. In car number 29, Ken Kudamash. Also added to the lineup in the number 84, Paul Aliato, and in the number 22, Brian Buckless. What field in shape, looking for the first start of the night. Green flag is down, they're underway. Jim McDonough out in front in the number 12. Carl Medeiros inside lane. The Dapper Dan's restaurant number 43 takes over the lead in 1. Mike Simpson up to the outside in the number 19. He falls back into second spot. Mike Santiano in the EMAC Transport number 21's got a problem. He falls to the rear of the field. It's Carl Medeiros out in front. Santiano goes to the pits. Mike Simpson rides in second spot. Jim McDonough in the number 12 heads to the infield. Jimmy Lee holding down the third in the number 81. Ed Harrington fourth. Dennis Dupree in the number 26 in fifth spot. Down the backstretch, Dupree on the move in the number 26. Dupree now going past Jimmy Lee. He's taken over third. Mike Simpson in the number 19 continuing to work away at the number 43 of Medeiros, and the halfway marker is down. 5 down, 5 to go. Ken Carvalho out of shape in the number 53, spins down onto the infield. Medeiros loose, coming off 4. Loose on the home stretch. Recorrects. But now Mike Simpson's found a vulnerable point. He goes to the inside. Simpson slams it down into 3 and 4, takes over the lead. Medeiros drops back to second, but he's got Dennis Dupree on the low staircase down the back chute. It's Simpson, Dupree, and Medeiros. 1, 2, 3. Mike Simpson, your leader, as they come down for the white flag. Dennis Dupree, the runner-up spot. Carl Medeiros in third, followed by Jimmy Lee. The battle for fifth, Ed Harrington, Ken Kudamash. Dupree loose on the back chute, and that will probably give Simpson the win. Checker is down, Simpson in. Dupree, the runner-up. Medeiros is third. Lee fourth. Ken Kudamash fifth. There you have it. First qualifying round of the evening, taking the victory in the number 19. The driver, Mike Simpson. Runner-up spot, the number 26, Dennis Dupree. Finishing in third in the Dapper Dan's Restaurant, number 43, Carl Medeiros. Fourth spot, going to the number 81 of Jimmy Lee. And rounding out the top 5 in the number 29, Ken Kudamash. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of racing activity coming up on Wednesday night here at the Seekonk Speedway. It'll be the Coca-Cola USA 250-lap Enduro. The first Enduro.
The Beach Street Tire and Service, number 31 of Scott Spalding, and alongside the number 23 from Warwick, Rhode Island, Kevin Knabb. Starting on the third row, the number 40 of Jeff Kazmersky, and alongside the number 11 of Tracy Harrigan. Starting in the fourth row, the number 88 from Warwick, Rhode Island, Dave Sylvie, and alongside the number 46 of Ron Pettis. Starting on the fifth row, the number 30 of Freddie Estelle Jr., and alongside the number 3 of Dave Bergman. Starting in the sixth row, the number 32 of Albert Morin, and alongside the number 17 of Eric Berzerma. And that's the way they're slated to start for the second qualifying heat for the Chargers. Paul Vaness.
False start, caution flag being thrown on the field. They'll have to bring him around one more time. In the number 31, you've got Kevin Knabb in the number 23, Jeff Kazmersky alongside in the number 40. They make up your first 3 rows. This time they look good. Looking for the start. Green unfolds. They're underway. And Bob Mason moves out in front in the number 37. Spalding to the high side in the 31. Down the backstretch, Spalding moves in to take over second spot. But he goes way high in 4. Spalding is loose. He keeps it off the wall, but the balance of the field is able to chuck underneath. On the move now, the number 40, Jeff Kazmersky. Kazmersky in third, looking for second from Paul Vaness. The number 1, Roy Devereaux, tries the inside lane, but Kazmersky comes out on top. He takes over second. Dave Sylvia in trouble. He's got the number 48 of Paul Vaness right on top of him. Vaness quickly out of the number 48. And Vaness runs over and pulls out defending champion Dave Sylvia. And a beautiful display of sportsmanship. Nobody's fault in that one. Vaness and Sylvia both got loose. The number 48 rode up on top of the 88. I don't know if you could see it from our vantage point, but before the number 48 had come to a stop, the belts were already off the driver, Paul Vaness. He was half out of the window. As soon as the cars did stop, he jumped out, ran over, and pulled out the driver, the number 88, Dave Sylvia, to make sure that he was okay. So we're under caution in the second qualifying round of the evening for the Charger. Bob Mason in the number 37 takes back the lead. Jeff Kazmersky in the number 40 moves on up into second spot. Kevin Knabb in the number 23 working alongside the 1 of Roy Devereaux. And Kevin Knabb takes over the third spot. Tracy Harrigan is right behind, followed by Spalding, Pettis, and Freddie Estelle Jr. 3 wide through turn number 4. It's still Mason out in front. Halfway marker will be shown this time around. 5 down and 5 to go. Bob Mason, Jeff Kazmersky, Kevin Knabb, Tracy Harrigan, Ron Pettis, and Roy Devereaux. Mason continuing to set the pace. Kazmersky right behind. Kevin Nav continuing to hold down third. Harrigan and Pettis side by side. That's the battle for fourth. At the line, Ron Pettis takes over the spot. Freddie Estelle Jr. starting to move in with the number 30. 2-lap marker is down, and 2 laps to go on Bob Mason in the number 37. Ron Pettis on the outside of Kazmersky down the back chute. He takes over second spot. It's Mason. Kazmersky in third. Pettis is second. Nab and Estelle round out the top 5 on the white flag lap. Bob Mason in command. Looks like he's going to go for the victory. Checker is down. Mason in for the win. Pettis. And there you have it, Bob Mason in the number 37 taking the victory. Runner-up spot going to car number 46, Ron Pettis. Third spot, Jeff Kazmersky in the number 40. Third, going to the number 40, Jeff Kazmersky. Fourth spot, the number 23 of Kevin Nab. And rounding out the top 5 in the number 30, Freddie Estelle Jr. Feature of last Saturday night, scheduled to start on the pin from Mendon. In the Truckadine, number 27 is Steve Channing. Outside the pole row in the GNR Distributors, number 26 out of Plymouth is Glenn Cabral. Run number 2 from Framingham in the number 43, Rick Houlihan. And outside the second row, fourth on the field from Rentham. In the Weymouth Honda, number 8 is Mike Casey. Third row, the number 4 is George Savory. And alongside in the Norwood Subaru, number 7 from Barrington, Rhode Island, Eddie St. Angelo. Run number 4 on the inside lane out of Norton in the number 47 is Billy Tiberts. And alongside Tiberts in the Frank's Auto Radiator, number 1 from Middleborough, Dick Houlihan. Run number 5 inside lane in the number 38 is Billy Schultz. And alongside in car number 10, starting 10th is Joe Powers. 6 rows back inside lane, defending champion out of Staunton in the number 9, Bob Fitzpatrick. And alongside Fitzpatrick in the double 0 is Vin Catalano. Run number 6, the 2A out of Tiverton, Charlie Rose Jr. And alongside Chris LeBerg in the number 68. Run number 8 inside lane going to the number 52 of Art Mirando. And in the number 3 is Hank Saragano. The 9th row, the 21 junior Rick Savory out of Westwood. And in the number 6, Ed LeClaire. That, your starting lineup for the rained out 20-lap mini stock feature event. Field in shape. It'll go 20 laps from flag to flag. Green is down, they're underway. Down the backstretch, Steve Channing and Glenn Cabral dice for the lead. Channing moves out in front, the number 8 of Mike Casey right behind. Followed by the number 7 of Eddie St. Angelo and Billy Tiberts in the number 47. This time down the back chute, Casey sees daylight on the inside. He moves in to take the lead. Art Miranda retires the number 52 from the event. It's Casey out in front. St. Angelo is now second. Tiberts is third. Dick Houlihan fourth. Glenn Cabral is fifth. Eddie St. Angelo in the number 7. Looks to the outside to take over the lead. In turn 2, St. Angelo has taken over the number 1 spot. Trouble on the home stretch is Mike Casey. has spun the number 8. Caution flag is down. Caution flag down on lap number 6 for the number 8. Field in shape, looking for the start. Green is down there, underway. Eddie St. Angelo once again out into the lead. Houlihan widen in second spot. Chibberts is third. Houlihan now trying the outside lane. It's still St. Angelo in command. St. Angelo setting the pace with Houlihan challenging every step of the way. Billy Chibberts continues to hold on the third. Bob Fitzpatrick in the number 9. Looking to the inside of Glenn Cabral. That's the battle for fourth. Halfway marker is down. St. Angelo in trouble. Coming off turn 4. St. Angelo goes from first to third. Caution flag down. Caution down on the number 21 of C.J. Robinson. That car losing the front end on the machine. And it brings out the caution. The number 7 of Ed St. Angelo, who was the early leader. On the restart, it's Houlihan, Chibberts, St. Angelo, and Fitzpatrick. Your lead 4 cars, green is down. Dick Houlihan in the number 1 out in front. Right behind the number 7, Eddie St. Angelo. Houlihan spins. Gets timbered up into the air. Mike Casey slams the retaining wall, and we're back under caution. The number 1, Dick Houlihan, got high. Going into turn number 4. And that brought out a chain reaction. A tough break for 3 drivers. The number 1, Dick Houlihan, who spun in the 4th turn. And that triggered a chain reaction. Number 8 of Mike Casey taking a hard hit into the retaining wall. And the number 47 of Billy Chibberts also getting involved. So the track crew on the scene to pick up the aftermath. Speedy drive. LaCar and Savory get hung up in 2, but Savory with the number 4 moves out in front. Hank Sirigato in the number 3X is taking over second. Bob Fitzpatrick in the number 9 and the 1 of Dick Houlihan on the move. It's Rick Savory out in front. The number 9 of Bob Fitzpatrick now down under Sirigato. He takes over second. Houlihan in the number 1 is moved up into 3rd. It's Savory, your leader. Savory in trouble, goes around. Bob Fitzpatrick bounces off and we go to caution. Rick Savory in the number 4, spun going down into the first turn. Scattered the cars behind him, the number 9. And Bob Fitzpatrick had nowhere to go but bounced off. Two by two order, looking for the green. Green unfolds, they're underway. Steve Channing in the number 27, working the outside lane with 5 laps to go. Leclerc loose in the number 6. Leclerc, who twice held the lead, now at the rear of the pack. Bob Fitzpatrick in trouble in the number 9, coming off turn number 2. It's Steve Channing, Glenn Cabral, Hank Serragano, the number 10 of Joe Powers in 4th. And in 5th spot, Chris Leckberg in the number 68. Two-lap marker down on the field. Cabral loose in 4. It's Channing, Serragano, Powers, Cabral. White flag waving. Steve Channing coming home for the white flag, followed by Serragano and Powers. White flag on the balance of the field. Checkered flag down. Channing in for the win. Serragano and Powers, 2nd and 3rd. Cabral in the 4th spot. And Chris Leckberg, 5th. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. First victory of the season in the number 27, Steve Channing. Runner-up spot going to the number 3X of Hank Serragano. 4th spot going to the number 26 out of Plymouth, Glenn Cabral. 5th spot, Chris Leckberg in the number 68. And finishing in the 5th position in the number 10, the driver, Joe Powers. So there you have it, rained out. A mini stock feature winner, the number 27, Steve Channing, in for the victory. The pin from Bristol, Rhode Island in the number 9, Larry Cheatham. Outside the pole row in the number 32, George Gould. Run number 2 out of North Dartmouth in the number 41, the Lassard Glass Machine of Lenny Ellis. And started alongside, 4th on the field, the DeSantis Chevrolet. Number 3 from Whitman, Greg Bagnell. 3 rows back, inside lane, the Lindblad chassis, number 48 of Leo Clary. And alongside Clary in the Auto Glass Works, number 10 out of Kingston is Dave Madison. Run number 5 in the Air Sports Shop Special, number 40 from South Attleboro, Ray Lee. And alongside Lee, an Eastern Insulation, number 18 out of Westport, Johnny Tripp. Run number 5 on the inside lane, defending track champion in the center line precision, Home Service Intro Welding number 6 from Warwick, Norm Holden. And alongside from South Attleboro in the number 39, Ray Brown. Slated to go scratch on the field in the number 60 is Bob Patriquin. That's your starting lineup for the first Pro Stock qualifying event of the evening. Qualifying round. They pick up speed in 3 and 4. Green is down. They're underway. Larry Cheatham out in front at the start. Lenny Ellis in second spot. Leo Clary is third. The number 41, Lenny Ellis, around in 4. Rules new in 1985. Green is down, they're underway. Larry Cheatham once again out in front with the number 9. But Greg Bagnell in the number 3 works the inside lane. At the line, Bagnell takes over the lead. Clary looks down underneath. Down the backstretch, the number 48, Leo Clary, your lead car. He's followed by Dave Madison in the number 10. Bagnell in the 3 and the 18 of Johnny Tripp. Ray Brown retires the number 39 to the infield. Norm Holden now on the move with the number 6. He's up to 4th. Leo Clary in command. Dave Madison waiting on that runner-up spot. Johnny Tripp continuing to hold on to third with the number 18. Holden now in the number 6. Starts the assault on Tripp as the halfway marker is down. Clary enjoying a comfortable lead. The pressure now on Dave Madison as Holden and Tripp are right behind. Johnny Tripp continuing to work the outside lane. Holden the low groove, and Holden takes third midway down the back chute. It's Leo Clary, Dave Madison, Norm Holden, Johnny Tripp, and Lenny Ellis, your top 5. Two-lap marker coming down. Holden goes to the outside. Tripp comes underneath. 2 laps to go on Leo Clary, Dave Madison, Norm Holden, and Johnny Tripp. White flag down. Clary, Madison, 1-2. The battle for third, Norm Holden and Johnny Tripp. A half lap to go. Checkered flag is waving. Leo Clary in for the win. There you have it, the victory going to the number 48 of Leo Clary. Runner-up spot to the number 10, Dave Madison. Finishing third, defending champion in the number 6, Norm Holden. Fourth spot going to the number 18 of Johnny Tripp. And rounding out the top 5, the number 41 of Lenny Ellis. On the pin of the J&E Auto number 12 is Ray Cooper. Outside the pole row in the Lemires Auto Body number 61 from Lincoln, Rhode Island is Rod LaPerch. Runner 2 inside the McGovern's Family Restaurant, number 92 out of Fall River, Greg Lassard. And starting 4th in the number 4, the Wilson's Auto Parts Machine of Tex Berry Jr. 3 rows back, inside lane, the hometowner. In the Jimmy Service, number 7, Steve Humphrey. And alongside Humphrey, in the Westport Auto Parts, number 14 from Westport, Rick Martin. The 4th row, former Speedway champion out of Rochester. In the number 47, Bruce Gomer Taylor. And alongside, Big winner in the Oxford, Maine 250 last weekend. 2 feature wins on the season here at Seekonk. From Hudson, New Hampshire, the number 29, Dave Dion. Run number 5, inside lane. Dropping the number 37 is Manny Perry. And alongside Perry from Swansea in the number 17, Steve Gustafson. A man who had a hard crash on opening day back in April in round number 1 of the Short Track Championship Series, making his return to the Speedway tonight. From Kingston, Rhode Island, in the number 55, starting scratch on the field, Dave Gould. Anthony Karate to the base of the tower, please. Perch alongside. Then it's Lessard and Tex Berry Jr. Humphrey and Martin. Taylor and Dion. Green is down. We're underway. Ray Cooper sets the pace in the number 12. Greg Lessard in the number 92. Up to the outside. Ron LaPerche in trouble in turn 3. LaPerche has refired the car, but we've gone to caution. Sets the pace. Does not look good. False start. And Dave Gould at the rear of the field. 2-by-2 order. This time they look good. No, they jump out of line again. Alongside or behind must follow. Green is down. Ray Cooper out in front. Steve Humphrey in second. The number 92 with Greg Lessard rides up on the outside. He's in third. Dave Dion, a problem with the number 29. Hops out of line, but now comes back. Battle for the lead. In 4, Greg Lessard takes the top spot. Black flag down on the number 4 of Tex Berry. Bruce Taylor in the number 42nd. Now wanted in second spot. Steve Humphrey has moved the number 7 on up in the 3rd. Cooper in the number 12 goes back to 4th, followed by Martin in the number 14. And Dave Dion in the number 29 now starting to try the outside lane. Halfway marker coming down on the field. Lessard, your leader. Taylor is second. Humphrey is third. Dion up to 4th. Rick Martin in 5th. Cooper is 6th. Dave Gould, a problem with the number 55. He goes to the pits. Humphrey continuing the outside drive in the number 29. Dion on the move. Dion now past Humphrey. Sets his sights on the number 47 of Bruce Taylor. At the line, Taylor and Dion side by side. Down the backstretch. Dave Dion has moved into second spot. Your leader with 2 to go, Greg Lessard. White flag is down. White flag down on the field. Lessard, your leader. Checkered flag waving. Greg Lessard in for the win. Dion, the runner-up. Taylor is third. Humphrey in 4th. Rick Martin in 5th. There you have it. Second Pro Stock qualified event of the evening. Taking the victory in the number 92, Greg Lessard. Runner-up spot going to the number 29 of Dave Dion. Third going to the number 47 of Bruce Gomer-Taylor. Fourth spot to the number 7 of Steve Humphrey. And finishing in fifth spot in the number 14, Rick Martin. Those are your top 5. Finishing positions in the...
Of Skip Potter and alongside the number 79 of Lloyd Morris. Starting in the third row, the number 13, the only woman driver in the lineup from East Providence, Debbie Ladigan. And the number 47. And the number 47 of Ron the Philly. Starting in the fourth row, the number 15 of Bobby Pelland, and alongside the number 19 of Frank Souza. Starting in the fifth row, the number 80 from Seekonk, Mike Cavallaro. And starting alongside him, in the number 21 from Providence, Corey Bedreau. Starting in the sixth row, the number 64 of George Rigo, and alongside the number 93 of Scott Fournier. Starting in the seventh row, the number 8 of Roger Morrell, and alongside the number 68 of David Westgate. Starting in the eighth row, the number 33 of Eric Grande, and alongside the number 17 of Jeffrey Thompson. Starting in the ninth row, the number 40 of Amasa Harmony, and alongside the number 59 of Frank DeSoma. Starting in the 10th row, the number 57 of Mark Casey, and alongside the number 29 of Al Marble. Starting in the 11th row, the number 97 of Maurice Levisque, and alongside him, the number 61 of Daniel Andre. And starting scratch on the field, the number 73 of Donald Proto. Don't forget, this is green to checker racing. No caution. Already contact down the backstretch. Tim Andres and Roland Wheeler bring down the green flag. Number 99 of Tim Andres, and outside the number 60 of Roland Wheeler. Wheeler overtaking the lead. Cars spinning all over the racetrack. The number 60 of Roland Wheeler is still your leader, working his way through traffic. The number 60 of Roland Wheeler taking the 2 lap to go sign. Could you write down the yeah, I think it's right here. White flag down. Roland Wheeler still your leader. Keep your eyes on the number 13. Checker in red being displayed by Chief Starter Kenny Isimone.
Sorry.
Winning the heat event for the Street Stocks, the number 60 of Roland Wheeler, and in second, the number 99 of Tim Andres. And in third, the number 13, and alongside the number 39 of Steve Fielding. Starting on the second row, the number 36 of Jay Susan, alongside the number 3 of David Madison. Starting on the third row, the 00 of Keith Bedelow, and alongside the number 2 of Jerome Hero. Starting in the fourth row, the number 96 of Jim Menzies, and alongside the number 74 of Al Prada. Starting in the fifth row, the number 77 of Rocky Cavallaro, and alongside him in the number 14 is Chip Gassy. Starting in the sixth row, the number 22 from Fall River is Brian Thompson, and alongside the number 28 from Coventry is Bobby Gaudette. Starting in the seventh row, the number 67 of Mark Grassi, and alongside the number 81 of Robert Tripp. Starting in the eighth row, the number 88 of Dave Ligari, and alongside the number 58 of Ken Rigaud. And starting in the ninth row, the number 16 of Tony Orifice, and alongside the number 34 of Jesse Adams. Starting in the 10th row, the number 25 of Frank Catrone, and alongside the number 87 of Jeff Grassi. Starting in the 11th row, the number 9 of Al Cardes, and alongside the number 20 of Daniel Drew. Starting on the 12th row, the 100 of Eddie Hawley, and alongside the number 35 of Eddie Mann. In the 13th row, in the 1X is Tom Armstrong, and alongside starting scratch on the field, the number 5 of Peter Simpson. That's the way they're slated to start for the second of 2 street stock heats of the evening. Chief starter Kenny Isimone displaying the green flag. The field rushing into turn number 1. The number 74 of Al Pratt is spinning onto the infield. Number 38. Your leader, the number 96 of Jim Menzies. On the top side of him, the number 42 is Glenn Tavares. Black flag being displayed to the number 9 of Al Carter. Tavares getting a little loose in turn number 2. The number 96 of Jim Menzies pulls out ahead. White flags down for the number 96 of Jim Menzies. Winning the second of 2 street stock heats was the number 98. Excuse me, the number 96 of Jim Menzies. And in second, the number 88 of David Legarcy. And in third, the 00 of Keith Bedelow.
Going to car number 31 of Scott Spaulding, and alongside Spaulding in the Dapper Dans, number 43, Carl Medeiros. 4 rows back on the inside in the number 23 is Kevin Knabb, And alongside Nab in the number 19, Mike Simpson. Run number 5 on the inside lane from Swansea in the number 40, Jeff Kazmersky. And alongside in the number 81 will be Jimmy Lee. Run number 6 on the inside lane, Tracy Harrigan in the number 11. And alongside in the number 5, Ed Harrington. The 7th row in the number 88, Dave Sylvia. And alongside in the number 26, Dennis Dupree. The 8th row, driving car number 46 is Ron Pettis. And alongside Pettis, feature winner last Saturday night in the number 30, Freddie Estelle Jr. The 9th row, going to car number 32 of Al Morin. And alongside Morin in the 00, Rich Crispin. The 10th row, in the number 84, Paul Aliato. And alongside in the number 17, Eric Besma. The 11th row, car number 22 on the inside lane. That driver, Brian Buckless. And alongside Buckless, in car number 42, Ed Holowak. The 12th row, Ken Kudamash in the number 29. And the number 66 of John Dulac. The 13th row, Mike Santiago in the number 21. And Paul Vanass in the number 48. Slated to go scratch on the field, Dave Bergman in the number 3. That is your starting lineup for the Charger feature event of the evening. We'd like to welcome a distinguished guest that we have on hand with us at the Seekonk Speedway here this evening. He is the voice of the any of his tapes. Stop by and see Bob St. Angelo up here in the booth following the conclusion of tonight's racing events. Field being shown the clenched green flag, signifying that the start should come this time around. And looking for the initial start. Bob Mason on the pin. Green flag is down. They're underway. Bob Mason out in front. Roy Devereaux in the number 1, wides in second. Scott Spaulding in the number 1 is moved up into 3rd spot. Carl Medeiros now riding 4th, but we're under caution. We've got debris on the speedway in turn number 4. Caution flag down. It looks like a bumper. Looking for the restart. Green unfolds. They're underway. Bob Mason in the number 37 out in front. Roy Devereaux, the number 1, rides in that 2nd position. Scott Spaulding is 3rd. Tracy Harrigan in the number 11, trying the high side of the speedway. We've got a jam session down in turn number 1. The 66 and the 00, 2 of the cars involved. The number 66 backs away from the scene. Leaving the 00 nil. The 00 now pulls away. Third car involved, the number 32 of Al Morin, to officially get this event into the record books. Bob Mason, Roy Devereaux, side by side. The pole row, they pick up speed in 4. Green is down. Once again, Bob Mason out in front. Scott Spaulding in the number 31 has moved the Camaro up into 2nd spot. Kevin Nab in the number 23 on the inside of Roy Devereaux. He takes over 3rd spot. Ed Harrington in the number 5 now works the inside lane as he looks for 4th. It's Mason, Spaulding, and Kevin Nab, 1, 2, 3. 4th is Harrington, 5th now, Freddie Estelle. Still no change in the top spot. Bob Mason in command. Scott Spaulding right behind Kevin Knabb, starting to close down on your leaders. He rides in third. Black flag being shown to the number 46 of Ron Pettis. Pettis, one of the top runners in Charger Division, has a rear bumper dragging on the car. The number 1, Roy Devereaux, into the infield. It's still Mason on top. Caution flag down. Jim McDonough in the number 12 up against the retaining wall in that second turn area. "14 laps remain in this 20-lap Charger Division feature. Green flag is down, they're underway. On the restart, Scott Spaulding moves out in front. Scott Spaulding, Westerly, Rhode Island, sets the pace. Freddie Estelle is on the move. Now the backstretch. Estelle again tries the outside lane. Three wide into 1 and 2. Bob Mason on the inside groove, trying to take back the lead. It's Mason and Spaulding, 1-2. Look out, Kevin Knabb in trouble. A jam session on the home stretch. Ed Harrington, the number 5, the number 40 of Jeff Kazmersky. We need the fire crew. The number 88, Dave Sylvia, also involved. The 11 of Tracy Harrigan. And we've got the number 42 of John Flores also in there. All drivers are out of the car. Everybody started to spin. Coming off the 4th turn. Car is still on the speedway. The number 42, John Flores. The number 88 of Dave Sylvia. The number 40 of Jeff Kazmersky. And the number 11 of Tracy Harrigan. Eight laps complete. 12 laps remain in this event. Scott Spaulding sets the pace. Green is down. They're underway. And Bob Mason on the outside. Sparks fly, but Scott Spaulding holds the lead. Halfway marker coming down. Scott Spaulding, Dennis Dupree, Bob Mason, and Carl Medeiros, your top 4 cars. And Dennis Dupree rides the outside lane, takes over the lead. It's Dennis Dupree, your leader. Scott Spaulding in second. Mike Simpson is third. Carl Medeiros in fourth. Ron Pettis is fifth. Mike Simpson in the number 19 on the move. He's looking for second spot. 5-lap marker is down. 5 laps to go. And Dennis Dupree, your leader. Mike Simpson is second. Scott Spaulding continues to hang on to third. Ron Pettis is fourth. Carl Medeiros is fifth. Two-lap marker down on the field. 2 laps to go for Dennis Dupree. Carl Medeiros spinning, coming off turn number 4. White flag down on the balance of the field. Checkered flag waving. Dennis Dupree takes the win. Simpson the runner-up. Pettis is third. Scott Spaulding is fourth. The number 26 of Dennis Dupree coming into victory lane to pick up the checkered flag, symbolic of his victory here tonight in the 20-lap Charger Division feature. Johnny Mercury and his track photographers on hand in victory lane. And to take the victory photos as soon as Dennis Dupree brings the number 26 back to the start-finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, he's out of the car. How about a big round of applause for tonight's Charger Division feature winner, Dennis Dupree. In the Circle Farm, Dave's All Sport number 26. A well-deserved feature victory. The second mini stock feature being rolled onto the Speedway now. Intermission will follow the second mini stock feature round.
23 from Framingham, Mass. is Rick Houlihan. Starting on the second row, the number 27 from Mendon is Steve Chandings, and alongside the G&R Distributors, number 26 from Plymouth is Glenn Cabral. Starting on the third row, the number 8 of Mike Casey. Starting in row 4, the number 9 of Bobby Fitzpatrick, and alongside the number 4 of George Savory. Starting in the 5th row, the number 10 of Joe Powers, and alongside the number 1 from Middle Barrel, Dick Houlihan. Starting in the 6th row, the double 0 is Vinny Catalano, and alongside the number 52 is Art Miranda. Starting in the 7th row, the number 38 of Bill Schulz, and alongside the number 3 of Henry Saragano. Starting in the 8th row, the number 68 of Chris Leckberg, and alongside, and the number 47 from Norton is Billy Tibberts. And starting scratch on the field, the number 6 of Ed LeClaire. That's the way they're slated to start for the mini stock feature event. Chief starter Kenny Isimone displaying the 1 to go sign. Not even line up 4. Number 27 is Steve Channings. Number 26 is Glenn Cabral, your leader. Coming up quick on him, Dick Houlihan in the number 1. Houlihan on the outside. Side by side, all the way around the racetrack. The battle for the lead. Houlihan pulls out for the lead. Houlihan, your new leader, followed by Cabral and Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick now in second. The 00 of Vinny Catalanos stopping at the pit gate. Catalano going into the pits. Right now it's Houlihan, Fitzpatrick, Cabral. Right now the battle for 4th position between the number 47 of Billy Tibbetts and number 27 of Steve Channings. Underneath in the number 6, Eddie Leclerc taking over the 4th position. Number 21 is CJ Robertson pulling into the middle of the infield, having some mechanical difficulty on the car. Houlihan, still your leader, approaching some traffic. This should be interesting. Fitzpatrick, always a tough runner here at Seekonk. Fitzpatrick not gaining distance. Chief starter Kenny Eisman has a halfway signal to go. Houlihan, still your leader, followed by Fitzpatrick and the number 26, Glenn Cabral. Houlihan waving through traffic. Houlihan in the box now. Here comes Fitzpatrick on the inside. Fitzpatrick closing the distance through traffic. It's still Houlihan, Fitzpatrick, Cabral, and the number 6 of Ed Leclerc. Chief starter Kenny Eisman with the 5 to go signal down on Dick Houlihan. The number 6 of Ed Leclerc having some mechanical difficulties on the speedway, pulling into the infield. The number 21 of CJ Robertson going over to advise Ed Sinclair that there is a fire underneath the car. Houlihan and Fitzpatrick setting the pace down the backstretch. Green flag is down and they're underway. The number 10 of Joe Power skidding into the infield on the start. Houlihan showing his muscle by pulling out very quickly at the start. Kenny Isemont giving the 2 to go to Dick Houlihan. Houlihan looking for 4 victory on the season. White flag is out. Houlihan quickly past the starting stand. Houlihan, your winner, followed by Fitzpatrick, Cabral, and unofficially in third, the number 52 of Art Miranda. Dick Houlihan makes it 4 on the 1985 season. A well-deserved victory lap. Houlihan now stopping the car at the start-finish line, unbuckling the belts, taking off his helmet. Houlihan is out of the car. Let's have a big round of applause for Dick Houlihan. 4-time victory, 4th time in victory lane this season. Pictures being taken by the Johnny Mercury photo crew. And next to Dick Houlihan, our beautiful trophy girl, Sandy Gustafson. Now back up to John Janasitis.
Runner-ups and alongside Clary, feature victor this season, driving the Westport Auto Parts number 14 from Westport, Massachusetts, Rick Martin. Back we go to the inside, row number 5, 9th in the starting order. Driving the Auto Glasswork number 10 from Kingston, Rhode Island, Dave Madison. And starting alongside Madison, driving the Jimmy's Service number 7, the hometowner from Seekonk, Steve Humphrey. 6 rows back, inside lane from South Attleboro. In the Airport Sports Shops number 40 is Ray Lee. And starting alongside Lee, 1982 Seekonk champion from Rochester, Massachusetts, in the number 47, Bruce Gomer Taylor. Row number 7, inside lane, the Eastern Insulation number 18 from Westport, Johnny Tripp. And starting alongside Tripp in the Stewart & Sons Ford number 29, 2-time feature winner, last victory on July the 3rd, from Hudson, New Hampshire, the number 29 of Dave Dion. Back we go to the inside, row number 8, 15th in the starting order, out of Swansea, driving the number 17, Steve Gustafson. And alongside Gustafson in the home service, Fox Toyota number 6, 2-time defending track champion, 3 feature wins in 1985 from Warwick, Stormin Norman Holden. Row number 9 on the inside from Bristol, Rhode Island. Driving car number 9 is Larry Cheatham. And starting alongside Cheatham in the number 37 is Manny Perry. Row number 10, driving the number 60 tonight, will be Dan Solomon. And starting alongside Solomon in the number 55, Dave Gould. The 11th and final row on the inside in car number 39 out of South Attleboro is Ray Brown. And alongside Brown in the Johnny D's Auto Body number 4 from Somerset, Tex Berry Jr. A pair of glasses have been turned in, and they were located down in the 4th turn area. If you've lost yours and can come on up and identify them, we'll be more than happy to return them to you. 5 laps. Ray Cooper, the J&E Auto number 12 on the pin. Green flag is down. They're underway. Ray Cooper out in front. He sets the pace with the number 12. Ron LaPerche rides in second spot with the number 61. And then we've got Greg Lessard and Leo Clary. Clary staying down low all night long. He looks under Lessard, but Lessard is on the move in the outside lane. Rick Martin has now moved to number 15 up into fifth spot. Down the backstretch, Lessard puts the challenge to Cooper. Greg Lessard, your new leader. Greg Lessard has taken over the lead. Leo Clary up to second spot. Cooper a little shaky up in front. They go by cautiously. Greg Lessard setting the pace, but Leo Clary's glued to the rear bumper. Rick Martin has moved to number 14 on into third. Lenny Ellis in the number 41 is now taking over fourth spot as Dave Madison moves into fifth. Larry Cheatham on the backstretch in the number 9. We've got a battle for the lead. Clary goes to the high staircase in 4. Down the front chute. Leo Clary on the move. In 1 and 2, Leo Clary by half a car. They're coming into lap traffic. Clary, your leader on lap number 6. Watch the action down the backstretch. Clary's got the spot. The veteran from Hanover, Massachusetts, Leo Clary, has taken the lead from Greg Lessard. Caution is down. First caution of flag of the event. First caution being thrown on lap number 9. The car involved the number 32 of George Gould. Leo Clary, long overdue in the Seekonk win column. 4, green is down, they're underway. Leo Clary once again holds the lead. Lessard is second, Martin is third. Dave Madison in the 4th spot. Wayne Dion has moved the number 29 on up into 5th. He's followed by Lenny Ellis in the 41 and the number 6 of Norm Holden. Lenny Ellis tries the outside lane. And Dave Madison also kicks it up to the high groove. It's still Clary in command. Lessard in second. The battle right now is for third. Rick Martin's got the spot. Dave Madison and Dave Dion are trying to take it away. Manny Perry in trouble on the backstretch with the number 37. Perry has refired the car. Ray Cooper heads to number 12 into the pits. Halfway marker is down on Leo Clary. Greg Lessard, Dave Madison, Rick Martin, Dave Dion, and Norm Holden. Madison now in the number 10 has moved in the 3rd spot. Clary coming on up to the rear of the field. Clary trying to run away and hide in this 35 lapper. Dave Dion now puts the challenge to Madison. Dion riding a high groove in 4. Into 1 and 2. Dion has taken over 3rd. It's Clary, Greg Lessard, Dave Dion, Madison, and Holden. A battle for 4th. Followed by Rick Martin in the 6th spot. Dan Solomon, a problem on the number 60. Starts to coast to the high side of the speedway. Leo Clary continuing to work through lap traffic. Greg Lessard holding on to that 2nd spot. Dion is 3rd. Holden 4th. Madison in 5th. The laps continuing to tick off. Trouble on the front strip. Johnny Tripp goes around. Caution down on lap number 24. The number 18, Johnny Tripp, running in the top 10, spun on the home stretch with the Eastern Insulation number 18. Everybody behind got by okay, but that will close up the field. Clary and Lessard had a lot of racing room over 3rd place runner, the number 29 of Dave Dion. And 4. Clary kicks it up in 3. Green is down there, underway. Battle for 2nd, Dave Dion on the inside of Greg Lessard. He takes over 2nd, 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go. We're into the countdown. Clary and Dion 1-2. Holden is 3rd. Greg Lessard is 4th. Dave Madison 5th. Leo Clary continuing to lead the field. But Dion now, after last Sunday at Oxford, known as the last lap charger. At Oxford, he pulled off the victory on the final lap. It netted him some $30,000. Clary has got the fortitude, the stamina, and the experience. And now all rides on the performance of the Lindblad number 48. Clary in command. The laps continue to tick off. Home stretch action. Lenny Ellis in trouble on the home stretch. We're back under caution. Leo Clary saying to himself, ready to return to racing action. Clary and Dion, the restart will be critical. Clary gets on it, going into 3. Norm Holden moves down under Dion. Kenny Isimone did not like the start. False start. They'll try it again. Field in shape, looking for the restart. Green is down, they're underway. Leo Clary in command, 5 laps to go. The 5-lap marker is down. Battle for 2nd. Norm Holden moves in at the line. It's Clary, Holden, Dion, and Greg Lessard, your top 4. Madison is 5th. Caution again on the field. Larry Cheatham, George Gould, and the number 41 of Lenny Ellis. All getting together at the tail end of turn number 4. Start. Clary on the inside, holding the outside lane. Green is down. Leo Clary once again survives the restart to hold the lead. Holden still riding in second. Dion is third. The veteran Leo Clary looking for win number 1 on the season. 2 laps to go. 2-lap marker is down. White flag to wave, this time by the stripe. It's Leo Clary on the final circuit. White flag down on the field. Clary looking for the first victory of the year. Checkers in sight. Clary, Holden, Dion, Lessard, and Madison. There you have it. A well-deserved feature victory. He took the lead on lap number 6. He survived 4 caution flags, and the veteran from Hanover, Massachusetts, brings the Lindblad chassis, number 48 in the victory lane. 3-time feature winner Norm Holden taking the runner-up spot. 2-time feature winner Dave Dion in for 3rd. Greg Lessard coming across the line in 4th spot. Dave Madison 5th in the number 10. Bruce Taylor finishing 6th with the number 47. 7th going to the number 7 of Steve Humphrey. 8th spot, the number 18 of Johnny Tripp. 9th spot, 1 feature win on the season for Rick Martin. And rounding out the top 10, Tex Berry Jr. in the number 4. That is an unofficial top 10. It must be confirmed by the scores. That's the way we saw them cross the line. Leo Clary taking the victory now on the victory lap. And it's been a long time since he's claimed a checkered flag here at Seekonk. Clary, one of the true racing veterans, whether it's a pro stock, a late model sportsman, a modified, no matter what type of machine, Clary will jump behind the wheel, short track or long, and be a contender. Tonight, after weeks of frustration, it is all paid off. When he climbs out of the car, ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a Seekonk round of applause, Leo Clary! Recapping the top 10, Clary in for the victory. 3-time feature winner Norm Holden, the runner-up. Dave Dion 3rd, Greg Lessard 4th, Dave Madison 5th, Bruce Gomer Taylor 6th, Steve Humphreys 7th, Johnny Tripp 8th, Rick Martin 9th, and Tex Berry Jr. rounding out the top 10. And that's the way they finished in the 35-lap Pro Stock Division feature event here this evening. It was an exciting feature round.
Glenn Tavares. And starting alongside him in the number 99 is Tim Andres.
Being called caution being shown to the leaders. Next time around, look.
Tavares and Andre bringing down the green. Green flag is down, they're underway. Debbie Ladigan to the inside, looking for the lead. Ladigan side by side with the number 99 of Tim Andres. Ladigan, your leader. This must be a dream come true for the female driver. Ladigan pulling away. Number 13 of Debbie Ladigan in the lead, followed by Kenny Tipping. And the oncoming 21 of Corey Bedreau.
Number
21 of Corey Bedreau, really moving, closing on Debbie Ladigan.
You got a gas tank dropped on the racetrack. Red flag, a little bit unusual in street competition, but the reason why is we had a gas tank drop off of one of the cars, and that was the fuel that you see strewn all over the racetrack. Tank heading up towards the fourth turn area, and you know, these drivers didn't do too bad for their first red flag ever. They came to a pretty decent stop. It's down. Green flag is down.
Debbie out to a quick lead once again. But that 21 keeps on coming. 21 of Corey Bedreau closing very, very quickly. Debbie getting higher and higher on the speedway. She's lost it. The number 25 of Kenny Tipping, your new leader. The 21 of Corey Bedreau. That fast-moving Camaro is now your new leader, Corey Bedreau. And the number 21. You can't miss it. It's sky blue pink. Down the backstretch. Corey puts the pedal to the metal. Seven laps are down. This time around, Corey Bedreau to take the 2 to go signal. Bedreau taking the white flag. Number 21 of Corey Bedreau. That fast-moving pink Camaro takes the win.
Well, they did something a little bit different this evening. They sent him in the opposite direction. But as the car is entitled the Pink Panther, driven by Corey Bedreau, it seemed to make little difference whatsoever. The 10-lap victory went to Bedreau. And you can be sure that number 21 will be one of the starters on Wednesday night for the Coca-Cola USA 250-lap Enduro. Don't forget, we'll begin with the drivers' introductions at 7 p.m. Green flag scheduled to drop at 7:30 this coming Wednesday night. The second midweek event of 1985 here at the Seekonk Speedway. It was a great night of racing. Leo Cleary taking the victory in the 30-lap feature event for the Pro Stocks. Steve Channing picking up the victory in the first mini stock main event. Dick Houlihan cashing in for the victory in the second mini stock main. And Dennis Dupree claiming the top honors in the 20-lap Charger Division main event. Boudreau in the number 21. A well-deserved feature winner in street stock competition here this evening. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you one and all on behalf of D. Anthony Vendetti, the owner and promoter of the Seekonk Speedway, for your attendance here this evening. It was a beautiful night for racing. We look forward, of course, to seeing you for the Enduro on Wednesday. And, of course, again, next Saturday night is once again we'll be doing it all over again, a 4-in-1 spectacular featuring the street stocks you just saw in action, along with the Charger Division, the mini stocks, and, of course, the premier class, the Pro Stock late models, the headliners each and every week here at the Seekonk Speedway. Boudreau on the victory lap with the number 21, proudly displaying that checkered flag, symbolic of the victory. Here tonight, Butch Fournier. Ladies and gentlemen, he's out of the car. How about a big round of applause for Corey Boudreau, street stock feature winner here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we'd like to thank you one and all for your attendance here this evening. I'd like to ask you on the way home to please drive safely. Thank you, and have a good night.